Happy October. Hello. Hi, Susan. Hey, Freddie. Good morning. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Krista. Hi, Farrell. Hello. Hi, Denise. I'm just scrolling up, catching everybody. Hey, Megan. All right. We got it. Yay. Happy birthday, Melissa. Everybody say happy birthday to Melissa. October 1st. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Ricky. Hi, Stephanie. We're good on Instagram if that's a better place for you to watch from. How crazy was Wednesday? Wednesday was not my favorite with that. Melissa, everybody on YouTube is saying happy birthday to you. And everybody on TikTok is saying happy birthday too. Hi, Rose. Hi, April. All right, let me do some smudges. How's everybody doing? Hi, Danny. Hi, Joanna. Hey, Brittany. All right. Ooh. Here's some smudgies for you, TikTok. And some smudgies for Instagram. And YouTube. There you go. And for me. Happy October. You want to see my mug? Look, there it is. It's my magic mug. Does what clap? No, I didn't get a haircut. Hi, Jean. Good morning, Connie. Hey, Valerie. Good morning, Anthony. Oh, man. It did? Am I stuck for you guys on Instagram? I'm not having any buffering messages. Well, at least you have 3 different options to jump between. This retrograde is going to be something else, apparently, with the technology. Dark Star, what is your first name? Because I always see you and have I asked you that before? Okay. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Margaret. If you were a vegetable, you would be a cucumber. Oh, thank you. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Nico Chicken Boy. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and get started. Oh my God, did you see that, Jean? I thought I was sneaking you. Guys, if I was a vegetable, I would be a cucumber. I can't. That's all right. Hi, Christine. Hi, Jessica. Danny. Maybe they meant a cute cucumber. Oh my God. Well, that's not healthy. Oh my God. That's exactly what it says there. A cute cucumber. It literally says that. I read it as just cucumber because I've never heard that before. Oh my God. Are you flirting with me? Oh my goodness. That's such a strange way to flirt, to call me a vegetable pun. Oh my goodness. All right then. Good morning. Oh shit. Okay. We're totally doing vegetables today. I don't think we have a choice. It is, it's only 8:30. It must be looking extra fine this morning. Extra crunchy. Thank you, chicken boy. I don't mean to laugh. I didn't read the cute part. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Hi, Sarah. Hi. All right. We're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about October a little bit, and then we're gonna jump into our sensory card pulls. And we also, Gina already. Oh, okay. You guys should just know that Chicken Boy says not all men can cook. I feel like that's a metaphor. All right. We also have Isis here this morning with October energy. So we're actually going to start there after I tell you that this week has been very intense, but it's feeling a little better today. So we're going to start with an Isis card pull, which is not how we usually start things, but it's what we're doing this morning. So hold on to your butts. Here we go. Let's see. Yes. Oh, wow. I've never pulled this one before. You ready? Okay, so this is from the Isis Oracle deck from Alana Fairchild. Okay, Isis is here this morning. We have the rising sun. Check that out. It's pretty intense, huh? For October. It says the rising sun, the divine solar child reborn. Let's see what that's about. Be curious. Okay, you ready? Hey, Claudia. Hey, friends. Okay. Ooh, this is good. I think we're gonna like it. I think we're happy. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. As we journey into the ancient feminine, there are many, many times when we meet her dark face. We must be patient, accepting, and allowing. Often, what we meet are the difficulties of birth, literal and symbolic. We might feel great emotional or physical pain, spiritually bereft, alone, and yearning for deeper union, perhaps even wondering if what you seek could be a genuine experience or if it is the stuff of daydreams and fantasies. During times of despair and struggle, we come back to our hearts, searching for faith within, searching for signs to support us as we take the long journey down the spiritual birth canal into love in an even greater expression. It might take us weeks, months, or many, many years to birth ourselves over and over again into more of our divine essence. Some birthing processes that are deeply profound will feel as though they take most, if not all, of our lifetime on this planet. At another level, many lifetimes will constitute one birth process. However, no matter how much we encounter the inner workings of the womb of the divine feminine, there are always moments of entering the light of birth into a new world as a new being, into a reality transformed. These moments are precious and herald the beginning of a new level of divinity expressed, often in deeply creative new ways. The divine solar child being born brings new light into your life, likely to express itself in multiple forms. Revived and new relationships, new inspiration and opportunities in your work and spiritual life, more love and enjoyment, new or more energized community, greater well being and experience in your body, creative abilities that you didn't even realize you had opening up effortlessly as you surrender to allow the body and creative faculty to flow. These are some of the gifts that are given to you by the universe at the cosmic baby shower for the birth of for the birth of the divine solar child. The sweetness of the gifts of this new life make all that came before it so sacred and worthwhile. To honor and accept the past and the courage it required of us, and yet to accept that it is now time to turn our face to the light and partake of the fruits of our inner labors, is what this oracle ordains. Symbolized by the headdress of cow horns with a golden disc within, worn by Egyptian goddesses, including Isis, and the symbolism of Isis nursing her divine son child Horus at her breast, the oracle of the rising sun brings with it a new day, a new dawn, a breakthrough, end of struggle, and the genuine and stable birth of optimism and hope for you now. I like it a lot. That's a really good one. Wow, it's really good. Whew. How's that hitting for you guys? Feels nice? Quite honestly, after this week, it is exactly the message that I needed as well. We've been using the metaphor of birth a lot lately because that's what it's been feeling like. It's like that pressure and buildup, and just kind of that encouragement that it's worth the squeeze. I've literally asked myself several times this week, it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? I kept saying that in my head, and I'm like, I hate this metaphor, but is the juice worth the squeeze? And even as I would say that to myself, I remember that every time I've ever felt that way, giving up and retreating has never made it better. And on the other side of it, it's always better. On the other side of it, there's always so much more to discover and so much magic to tap into. So, just a reminder to yourself, right? That if you had a week like that, serious birth canal type of week, it's actually part of the process, right? You- I'm very impatient. So a lot of the times when I'm manifesting something rather big, I'm like, it just needs to happen really fast and really easy. And I don't want to deal with any growing pains or deal with anything else. Just let's go. But that's not how things work, right? If you are creating all new worlds, the old ones do have to kind of be raised to the ground a bit in order to truly build um, in a new foundation. So, whew, that's good. I'm very happy with that message. That feels really good. So, exciting news for October. I have another in person event happening at the end of the month, exactly on Halloween. So, October 31st, I will be back at House of Yoga, and we're just calling it Coffee and Magic Live, Samhain edition, of course. And that's what I'll be calling those because we're going to basically open up the the event to just be a container just like this, and whoever shows up, we channel things for you and just have a good time. So that's happening again Sunday, October 31st. There's a link in my profile that you can sign up. It's all in person. I'm not doing a streaming of this, so it's going to be in York, Pennsylvania if you can make it. I'm excited. And I have a feeling we're going to have some delicious pumpkin cookies there and possibly some tea. So I'm excited to share that with you. I don't know what else is happening for October yet because I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, of course you can come in costume. It'll be from 6 to 8. In New York, on that day is the Halloween parade downtown. So we just had to make sure it was after that so that there would be no issues with traffic or parking or anything like that. You know? So if you want to come in costume, I think you should. I think you totally should. Um, Dress up however you want. We're definitely gonna do some magic-y things. I haven't tapped into that event yet. It's a full fucking month away, but I just wanted to tell you guys now, in case you wanted to come. Our trick or treating is like the 30th, so I don't know when yours is, but It should be a good time. Um, we were also talking this week. I think I had this conversation with you guys about how every day now is kind of like Halloween as far as like, the veil is thin. We always say that, right? The veil is thin. It's kind of a prerequisite for October, but it is thin. But it's been thin for a while now, like super, super thin. And which means when we move into the 3 days before and after Samhain itself, because that's such a collective um, time when we all agree that the veil is thin, there is going to be no veil during that time. So it should be interesting to feel what that's like. Last year was also a little bit that way, but this year is even more so. So it's going to be a really interesting time to tap into the energies, to see who comes through, and just be in that together. I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Um, I will be opening up a few more readings for next week. I have a lot of requests for times. And so I'll be opening those up to Inner Sanctum members only. I'm not going to post it on Instagram or anything. So make sure you have my app and that you have the push notifications turned on, because I'll send the link through the push notifications. Okay. So that's what's happening there. And as far as October goes, I've been kind of feeling the astrological seasons more so than the months. I feel like I've made that transition. So I've moved into that space, but at the same time, this transition of September into October feels very defined. It feels like we're moving into a very new energy, and there was some sort of shift. There's always a shift, shifting all the time, but it feels good and it feels refreshing in some ways. And after our autumnal equinox, this feels like we're really integrating that new energy now. So you know, take a little time. Again, we're in between the moons. Our new moon call is Thursday, which is I think the 7th, and you're still in between. Take a little time to go back into your full moon feelings, your full moon in Pisces feelings, and see what you wrote down, see what insights you had. Just touch base on your intentions for that, because as we move into this new moon, it'll be good to just have that top of mind. And it's always good in between moons to just take that time to remember how you were feeling 2 weeks ago, right? Just bring it on through. So let's jump into our sensory card pulls. We're doing vegetables this morning because that's what we're doing. If you've never done sensory card pulls with me, I'm going to choose 3 vegetables. You choose the vegetable that you feel most aligned with this morning, and you will get a little reading for that. Okay. So obviously, the first vegetable is cucumber. Cucumber. Okay, so we've got cucumber, a Japanese eggplant, which is the skinnier eggplant, and butternut squash. Cucumber, Japanese eggplant, butternut squash. Which of the 3 are you feeling? So just pick the ones, or the one that feels most aligned with you, and then I will pull cards for each vegetable, and your message will be aligned with your vegetable. Things you never thought you'd say. Excuse me. Sharpie attack over here says cucumber, I'm mostly water. That's funny. Krista! Just pick one. Krista says all gross. We're not eating them. You're just feeling the energy of them. So cucumber, Japanese eggplant, or butternut squash. Which one are you feeling this morning? I'm obviously the cucumber today. Well, we had cake. Now we have to have our vegetables. You pick one. Pick a vegetable. All right. So if you're just joining, we're about to start our sensory card pulls. We're choosing vegetables this morning, and your vegetables of choice are cucumber, Japanese eggplant, or butternut squash. So pick whichever one is most aligned for you. I'm pulling from my Wisdom of Avalon deck this morning. It's been my go-to for a minute. All right. So if you picked cucumber, this is your, this will be yours if you picked a cucumber. Oh, again, you're choosing from cucumber, Japanese eggplant, or butternut squash. Cucumber, Japanese eggplant, butternut squash. All right. Cucumber's coming up. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. And I'm out of my coffee. You guys. I can't play with this deck anymore. I don't know what's going on. So this is cucumber, which you heard me, right? I totally chose that one, right? I definitely did. So I think you know what two cards are front and center for this one. What the fuck? This is getting aggressive and a little violent already. I'm sorry that you have. Maybe this isn't me. Maybe it's you guys. Do you think it's you guys? What do you think? What do we think? Is it you? It's you. No, it's not you. It's me. No, it's all of us. It's all of us collectively. We need to get our shit together so we can have some different fucking cards. Ah! You can't see it? Okay, I'm sorry. If you can't see it, I'll just let you know. Yet again, it is the restriction card and the communication card. And every time I do this, the past 3 times or 2 times, I think, the past 2 times, was it Friday? Monday and Wednesday, I got these 2 cards as well. And so did you. Peach Doodle says it's you and someone else should shuffle. I totally agree. I need to get my shit together. I'm sorry. I'm taking you down with me. Oh my god. All right, I'm out of coffee, but let me just like light some sage before we get into this one. God damn it. This is unbelievable. Okay. All right. Fine. So let's just move on and pretend that I haven't had this message 3 times already. So if you chose cucumber, you have these 2 cards, which are communication and restriction. And I can definitely tell you what these mean. Okay. So the restriction card is coming through to tell you that you are creating your own blocks and restrictions. You are the master of your master plan, and sometimes your master plan is to make you feel like you have no options, you have no choices. We create restrictions in order to feel safe. And the whole concept of this restriction thing is that you're so powerful that you're able to kind of trick yourself into believing that you have no options and that you're just totally blocked and stuck in certain specific situations, and you're not. But when you have these restrictions on yourself, they make you feel safe, and they have um, they've been of service to you up until a certain point, right? They've been of service to you up until a certain point. So the restrictions kept you safe, and now you're still leaning on them because you don't know how to not be safe without them. But you're going to learn. And how you learn is through honest and open communication. Um, I don't know how many of you guys who keep picking this also have some Scorpio placements. I'd be curious to know. But the antidote for self restriction is being open and honest about your actual feelings. And if you've spent most of your life not doing that, this feels super unsafe. And it is unsafe for your previous paradigm. It will absolutely destroy all of your restrictions and all of the things that you have constructed around you so carefully. Okay. So that's happening for us right now. Now, the other card, which is the one that actually changes, that's nice. This is the Serpent card. Okay. There's a few things going on with the Serpent card. One of them is some Kundalini energy. All right. And you likely have been feeling that awakening already inside of yourself, that Kundalini energy, just rising up from your root chakra and swirling up through your body, right? It's being blocked by this one right here, this situation right here. So as soon as you understand that you're powerfully creating your own restrictions, you can start to communicate and move this energy. And when you do that, you really will allow this Kundalini energy to expand and really activate within you, which is going to open up a whole bunch of magic for you and a whole bunch of new timelines and pathways and all the things that you actually truly want are right there for you, waiting to swoop in. So many new, like, what is this, like a, I don't know, it's like almost like new esoteric learnings coming through, even, stuff like that that can't come through until you remove all of the restrictions that you have in place that are basically filtering the magic from reaching you. This is your key to unlocking all of that, is to speak the things. um yeah. So the first step to that is, of course, getting to know yourself, outside of what you have told others you are. So it's a fun one. So anyway, there's your cucumber. There's your cucumber. It's super cute. What's next? Japanese eggplant. Japanese eggplant. So for all of you with the Scorpio placements, I'll tell you something that I was talking about this morning, for myself. And for people with big Scorpio energy, it's hard for us to know who we are without our secrets. Scorpios love secrets, and for whatever reason, we do have a tendency to feel that holding these secrets is what keeps us safe and strong. And it's like a magical power almost, like I have all these secrets. Um, that's not going to work so great anymore. And what needs to happen now is like the opposite of that. And the scary part of that is asking yourself, who are you without your secrets? If you've been identifying with your secrets all of this time, right? And a lot of people don't know who you are because it's a secret. So, fun times, my Scorpio friends. Fun times. Should I start a Scorpio support group? Oh, Lord. All right. Japanese eggplant. Good thing we're so sexy, right? All right. I feel like this is another message that you guys have been getting quite a lot. So here we go. If you chose Japanese eggplant, this is your message. You have the king, you have the deer, and you have the bee. Okay? So Libra season is all about balancing your divine feminine and divine masculine energies in a way that is that feels balanced for you. We're not talking about just 50-50. We're looking at your unique set point and what feels most natural and organic for you. What's your actual set point there? If you picked Japanese eggplant, which is a little on the nose with this energy, isn't it? Okay, sorry. If you chose Japanese eggplant, the king energy is coming through because again, there's something that you need to make a decision about. Like you need to make a real mature decision. Um, and you have to actually make a decision. And it has to be not based in emotion, but based in fairness and what actually makes sense and like looking at all of the actual factual evidence and not just people's feelings. So, not people pleasing in your decision making with whatever this is, but instead looking at the cold hard facts and saying, this is how it's going to have to be. This is the fair way to make this happen. So, whatever that is for you, that's this here. In addition, you also have the deer. So, we're pairing diplomacy with whatever action you need to take. And that means like you don't have to railroad anybody, right? You can express yourself kindly and with empathy, but still not be wavering. Okay. We're not simping to anybody right now. This is what's happening. I respect your feelings and I'll be kind and gentle, but this is still happening. Okay. This is a little bit tricky for you. I get it. You probably have been not wanting to do this at all, but you need to. And the B is coming through just to kind of be like, it's okay. It's all gonna work out fine. Trust it. Victory, success. You got this. So do this. And the B is coming. Okay. So that is your Japanese eggplant. And last but not least, we have butternut squash. All right, now I'm gonna take a second. I'm really gonna shuffle these little fuckers because you're right. Someone else should be shuffling these. Let's see. All right, you ready, butternut squash people? Hey, Kate. All right. Okay. A slightly new energy for butternut squash people, so that's good. This is the sorry, this Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed. This is what this deck is. Hello, House of Yoga York. Okay, so this is your butternut squash message. You have the hawk, and you have. Okay, so here's your story. This is actually a little bit of new energy, so that's kind of cool, right? So if you chose butternut squash, here's what we've got going on. So first of all, the hawk is coming through because you have been receiving a lot of messages lately. Are you paying attention to them? Are you paying attention to the signs? Because they've been like really coming through, right? And what are those signs kind of pointing to? You're getting? What answers are you receiving? Pay attention to that. Something's about to happen with you. An opportunity. An opportunity. And with that opportunity, of course, comes risk. It feels risky. Here's what feels most risky about this partnership. What feels most risky is that when you enter into anything with another energy, right? Or energies with other people, there's always that wild card factor of like, how is this going to work? Are there going to be issues? Do I trust this person or these people? All of the things, right? Because you're dealing with a whole new energy with this. It's not known. It is risky, right? But what have the signs been telling you? Risk only feels like risk for us because it's new and because other people have said that these things are risky. There are certain greed are risky. And so it's risky to spend money on a new business. It's risky to, create a partnership with another person. It's all risky type things. But is it risky or is it a new adventure? Just kind of ask yourself that question because whatever is coming through right now is rather large. And you're being asked to not be scared of a new thing if your whole body is alive with the prospect of it. Run it through your body. Does this feel good? When you think about it, when you talk about it, does it light you up? Does it excite you? If it fills you with like existential dread, it's not for you. You don't need to push through existential dread. On the other side of that is probably not something you want. So pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to how your body's reacting to your choices. Pay attention to how your body's reacting to the people you're in partnership with, right? Because your body won't lie about it. You always know. So pay attention. Save yourself a little bit of trouble, right? And just remember, we are in Mercury retrograde until mid October. So just slow down. There's no rush. We are not in a rush. Okay. Now, your partnership card is important too because we are in the season of relationships and relationships are changing and we're understanding them in new ways. Do not create new partnerships out of old relationship paradigms. You won't be happy with how that ends up for you because we're continuing to evolve. So, as you start new partnerships, be they business, personal, like relationship, friendships, romantic, anything, as you start new connections with other people, build those connections in new foundations with open communications, clear boundaries and expectations, and an understanding that you're both sovereign beings that are good solo, which means together you complement and amplify. Partnerships should complement and amplify. You should feel exactly like yourself with your people. You should feel so much like yourself, however that translates in any moment in time. If you can't be yourself, whatever that means at any time, that's not the partnership for you. Okay? Honesty is really, really important here. So pay attention to your signs, pay attention to your body, run it all through your body, and just trust yourself, right? And don't rush. It's not a fucking rush. Slow down, everybody. Right? Okay. So that's your butternut squash message. If that resonated with you and you didn't pick butternut squash, that's okay. You can take it. It's no problem. You can have any vegetable you like. All right, my friends. So, reminder, we started off this morning with the Isis card, the rising sun. And I'm just going to reiterate this to you because I feel like this card was important and some of you popped in midstream. So let me just reread one part of this for you. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. Okay? Big things are coming. It's going to be super fun. We're going to have a good time. There are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be days when we don't feel happy, and that is okay. That is why we have each other and why we learn to communicate our feelings. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing, amazing weekend. Happy birthday again to Melissa, and reach out if you need anything. Like I said, I will be sending out a few openings for next week for readings, and I will also be opening up soon. Not yet. I don't have the dates yet, but I will be opening up the next installment for the 6-week intuition magic workshop. I'm going to do another one. So look for that. I love you guys. See you Monday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye, Instagram. Goodbye. Mwah.